People are making bank delivering for Home Depot. I mean, I'm talking about at least $145,000, $150,000, and that's just an average, okay? Which means depending on your geography, you could be making a lot more or a lot less. So here are the steps you need to follow if you want to deliver for Home Depot and earn significant amount of revenue. Step number one, you need to know what a Home Depot delivery center is. You need to really understand this because during the interview, they are going to ask you if you understand their operations. And a Home Depot delivery center is instrumental in Home Depot's operation. It's part of their supply chain. This is really important, okay? So basically, a Home Depot delivery center is a big warehouse that actually has separate buildings around it. And so this is where Home Depot actually this is where they actually operate from in terms of delivering to all their stores, in terms of delivering to all their B2B or B2C, their big B2C customers, okay? B2B means business to business because the Home Depot has business customers that they actually deliver to, and then they have a big B2C individual customers. So it's really important to really have a clear idea. So in addition to understanding what a Home Depot delivery center is, you need to understand what types of jobs are available at a Home Depot delivery center. Because as an independent delivery driver, as an independent contractor, as an owner operator, you'll be dealing a lot with those personnel. So there are four types of staffs at a Home Depot delivery center. You have a general warehouse associate. You have a general office associate. You have a driver or a driver helper, and then you have a general maintenance associate. So when you have a general warehouse associate, this is basically someone who keeps products moving. Okay, so this person unloads vendor trucks and moves it with equipment like hand trucks, forklifts, and motorized conveyors before loading it for delivery. So this person, you're gonna have to deal with a lot with this person, the general warehouse associate. You also have the general office associates. Those tends to actually work in the office. They perform a lot of tasks, but again, as an independent contractor, you will be dealing a lot with those general office associates. Then you have a driver or driver helpers. Here, the drivers I'm talking about, in-house Home Depot drivers, because Home Depot has in-house drivers, but the opportunity I'm talking about today is you as an independent contractor, as an outside driver, as an owner operator making money. And then you have the general maintenance associate. So those are the four jobs that I really want you to really understand today. Step number one, you need to know what a Home Depot delivery center is. Step number two, you need to know what delivery jobs are available at Home Depot. See, the whole thing here is that I'm actually bringing this whole opportunity to you. See, you have to understand the Home Depot is growing. They are growing. Now they're already big, but they are expanding like crazy, and they always need external drivers, independent contractors, independent couriers, owner operators, fleet operators to actually deliver to their clients, okay? And the whole thing here is that they have delivery drivers, they have in-house delivery drivers, but those delivery drivers, most of the time, they cannot actually cope with the demand. That's why they actually need external people. And so this is where you come in. So the thing here is that what are the skills that you need to have? Obviously, you need to be a good driver, but punctuality is very important. You got to be on time. Boss, you gotta be on time. Don't try to play with the Home Depot. If they tell you show up at the warehouse at 8 a.m., they're not talking about 8:03 or 8:05 or 8:10. You gotta show up at 8 o'clock, because the thing is that they use a system, AI, artificial intelligence. They use robots. They use a lot of algorithms to plan their supply chain. So if you don't show up on time, you are actually going to be rated negatively. So first thing, you have a safe driving record. Number two, you need to be punctual. Number three, you need to have a great customer service. Customer service vis-a-vis your counterparts at Home Depot, but also at the customers that you are delivering to. Very important. So this is the trifecta. The customer service part is really important. Don't be rude to customers. If you're having a bad day, that's fine. If you're having a bad day, that's your life. Don't try to bring it into business. And Home Depot pays attention to that. What they do is they actually rate all drivers. They rate all drivers constantly, continually. We really understand this business in and out because we do have business clients who are independent couriers, who are fleet operators, who are owner operators, who work with Home Depot. So we get feedback in real time, boss. So I want you to really think deep about this trifecta I just shared with you. So great customer service. You need to drive safely and be on time all the time. Step number 3. By the way, welcome back to the show. I just forgot even to welcome you back. It's just fantastic. We appreciate having you here. It's wonderful. Make yourself comfortable. And after welcoming you, I also want to remind you of today's topic. We're talking about how to deliver for Home Depot and earn about $140,000, $150,000 in the first year. So the third thing you want to do here is you want to make sure you have the right vehicle. See, here you have two options. You need to bring your own car, or you can lease one at Home Depot. Home Depot leases cars. They lease cargo vans, sprinter vans, box trucks, and what have you. Okay, so let's talk about the option where you lease a van or a truck at Home Depot. The whole thing is that you can lease a van at Home Depot and use it to haul for Home Depot as an independent contractor. Think about that. You're just making money. Like you lease a van from them and you turn around and use the same van to make money from them. Okay, so you give them your money and they in turn they give you their money. Very important though, if you lease at Home Depot, make sure you have a quarterly or yearly lease, because the hourly rates, they will kill you. Okay, you will not be able to generate enough revenue if you have the hourly rental. So please make sure that you sign a quarterly or yearly lease. Now there are a lot of possibilities when it comes to leasing at Home Depot. So you have, for example, the F-250 flatbed truck. Okay, this is actually a great truck that combines tough towing power with a spacious flatbed to safely and easily transport large items locally. You can actually lease that to actually haul for Home Depot. You have the T250 flatbed truck. So this is a truck that has the longest flatbed. We're talking about 10 inches, okay, to help you get even the largest item where you need them to be. Home Depot will lease you cargo vans. Home Depot will actually lease you moving box trucks. So you do have a constellation of a vehicle, okay, and also moving trucks that you can transform into normal delivery trucks. So you do have 5 types of trucks or vans that Home Depot can lease to you. The second option is to bring your own van or truck. So if you already have a van or a truck, then you can actually bring that. What will happen here is that Home Depot, they will send you to their garage and they'll just have to brand the vehicle. In other words, they'll put their logo so that the customer knows that you are actually working for Home Depot, even though you are an independent contractor. Okay, but don't worry about the branding they'll put on your van. It's very, very easily removable. It's not really nothing complicated at all. Okay, so what are the types of delivery vehicles that Home Depot is comfortable with? So you can actually use to haul for Home Depot. So you have walk-in trucks. This works fantastically well. Okay, you have cargo vans. You have box trucks. Sometimes they will actually also accept Jeeps. Yeah, not a problem. And any vehicle that you can use to actually do long distance delivery, they'll work with you as well. Because remember, for Home Depot, sometimes you might have to do OTR on the road, right? You might have to do actually out of state delivery. And be also very flexible, because we're talking about Home Depot here. We're talking about a national behemoth, a national colossus. So they're everywhere, right? So their needs are diverse. They might actually ask you to work on the weekends or on holidays. Be prepared for that. See, when I talk about customer service, I'm talking about flexibility also. Okay, so if work-life balance, quote unquote work-life balance, is important for you, so make sure that you say, listen, I'm sorry, but I can't do it. I have a family, blah blah blah. But I'm just throwing this out there so you have a clear idea that there might be times where they will ask you to work over the weekend. So the thing is that when you actually thinking about getting a delivery van for Home Depot, make sure you think about fuel economy and cost. Make sure that you think about what kind of space you're looking for. Box truck? Are you looking for a multi-stop truck? Are you looking for a cargo van? Are you looking for a light duty truck? See, the whole thing here is that you have to think about what kind of vehicle you can drive and what kind of vehicle you can actually use for Home Depot. By the way, you don't need to have a CDL to haul for Home Depot. However, depending on the type of the type of item you are transporting, you might need to actually have authority. But it's on a case by case basis. Step number 4, boss, you need to make your business legit. By the way, I just want to quickly remind you of today's conversation. We're talking about how to deliver for Home Depot and earn at least $145,000. You know, the funny thing is when we use those numbers, some people in the comment section, they're like, wow, this is impossible. I've never seen this. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, if you are out there in that category, if you're in the camp of the naysayers or the deniers, we really don't care. We really don't care. So you can actually waste your time writing comments. We don't care because those numbers we're quoting, those are actual numbers from our business clients. Those are actual numbers. Okay, our business clients, in other words, we have visibility into their revenue. We do their taxes. We guide them. We help them. And this $145,000, I'm telling you, this is just like an average. People are making way more. Okay, so before you actually say, oh, well, this is impossible, you can't make that much money with Home Depot, learn how to play the game. Learn how to position yourself for success. Learn how to actually do everything right so you can make that much money and even more. This is the logic you should follow. Not doubt everything you do not understand, because there are a lot of people making millions in this industry. Position yourself. Learn to position yourself. Okay, I just needed to get that out. Step number 4, make your business legit. You have to make your business legit. When we talk about actually delivering for Home Depot, you cannot deliver for Home Depot. I mean, you can if you are a sole proprietorship, not a problem. But you make more money. You make way more money if you actually organize a business. Okay, so you have the proper business structure. I'm talking about LLC, LP, okay, S Corp, C Corp. In other words, you're trying to divorce your personal affairs from your business affairs. This is really important. Get a business address, okay? Register a business name. Sign up for a business tax ID number, your EIN. Get your EIN. Apply for business licenses and permits depending on the state you're actually holding from, okay? Open a business bank account. Get business insurance. Those are really important things. Those will constitute for you a strong foundation so that when you apply to become a delivery driver, an independent contractor, an independent courier at Home Depot, you will be approved. Step number 5, you need to contact a Home Depot leader. See, when we talk about a Home Depot leader, so and this is you have to go to your nearest Home Depot center, and you got to contact a leader. What does that mean? At Home Depot, when it comes to their delivery and their supply chain operations, they have 5 types of leaders. 5 types, and I really want you to understand this quintet very well. Okay, so you have area supervisor. You have what they call MDO manager, so market delivery operations manager. You have an operations manager. You have an assistant manager. You have an assistant general manager. And then you have a general manager. I'm going to quickly just go through each of them so you have a clear idea what that really means. So an area manager basically leads an hourly team and influences the entire distribution team to do the fast-paced work required to run the distribution center as efficiently, safely, and productively as possible. As a delivery driver for Home Depot, you'll be dealing a lot with an area supervisor. Okay, so this is very important. Then you also have the MDO manager. So the market delivery operations manager is responsible for leading all aspects of the cross-dock distribution center operation and team results to actually meet customer service and financial goals. So basically, MDO managers are responsible for leading a team of 20 to 40 associates to successfully execute the daily receiving of inbound customer orders, staging of orders, and processing of outbound deliveries to customers, ensuring customers receive their accurate and complete product orders within the committed time frame. And then you have the third category. You have an operations manager. An operations manager is responsible for leading the operation of a distribution center, okay, in support of company goals and for providing input and feedback on all operations processes. And basically, an operations manager will report to the general manager. Very important to understand the diversity of roles here. Another role that you need to familiarize yourself with is assistant general manager. So an assistant general manager is responsible for providing customers with a convenient and enjoyable shopping experience. Sometimes this assistant general manager will work in the store, in the Home Depot store, and sometimes he or she will work in the Home Depot delivery center. So this is a person who has a hybrid role, and you will be dealing with this person depending on the geography that you are hauling from. This is really important. And so an assistant general manager sometimes will also work with a store manager to develop strategies and objectives to drive sales and profitability. Okay. And the last person I want you to really meet, and this is somebody who is really critical, is a general manager, aka store manager. So store managers are responsible for the complete day-to-day operation of Home Depot stores. They are responsible for maximizing store sales and profitability while working ethically and modeling the Home Depot's core values. The reason why I'm giving you all this, you might be thinking, well, why do I need to understand all this? Why do I need to understand all these roles? Is because, let me repeat, is because if you are an independent contractor, if you're an independent courier, if you're hauling for Home Depot, you're going to have to deal at one point in your life, in your professional life, with those 5 types of personnel. There's no doubt, because the way the Home Depot supply chain is organized, they have a very strict and very methodical way of doing things, and those people, those 5 types of personnel, will have to not report to you, will have to give you instructions. Okay, and in some places, for example, you're gonna have to deal with a general manager. In other places, it will be the MDO manager. So you have to have a clear idea of what those people do before you deal with them, so you can deal with them as efficiently as possible. Step number 6, very interesting. You need to pass a background check. Boss, if you want to deliver for Home Depot and earn good cash, we're talking about more than $100,000 in the first year, you need to pass a background check. And this background check is really as granular, as thorough as you can imagine. Home Depot doesn't play. They don't play at all. They really take the background check very seriously, especially for external drivers, because they have no idea who you are. They have no idea about your safety, your driving safety history. They have no idea about your criminal past. They have no idea about your mental health and what have you. They have no idea. So they will do a criminal. They will actually they will actually pull up your criminal file, if any. So we're talking about, if you were ever arrested, your case number, charges, disposition, date of disposition, severity of the offense, okay, whether it was a misdemeanor or felony, sentence information. I'm not sitting here telling you that if you have let's say if your record is a little problematic, they're not going to hire you. It depends on the geography where you are applying, but I just need to let you know that there is something there. Okay, so they will do employment verification also. They will do education verification. This is really important to really see whether or not, you don't need to have a college degree. You don't need to have a high school degree to haul for Home Depot. You don't need any of that. You just need to know how to read and write. You need to follow instructions. And going back to what I said originally, you need to be punctual. You need to be on time. You need to be courteous. You need to be customer service oriented. You need to actually also know how to drive safely. Okay, those are really a basic element that you need to know. Otherwise, you are good to go. I mean, so the background check takes about 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, if your result is a positive, you will start hauling for Home Depot. The last thing you need to do here after you get approved to haul for Home Depot, you need to finalize your geography and load types. See, the whole thing is that at Home Depot, you have a smorgasbord of loads. You have a diversity of load types. You have to specialize. You have to, quote unquote, find your niche. Okay. And when we talk about load types available at Home Depot, we're speaking about loads that go to remote locations, loads that you have to haul on nights and weekends. You're gonna have to do like things like foods and other perishables. Yeah. Home Depot doesn't sell food primarily, but in some cases for specific clients, you might have to deliver food or food related products. Because remember, Home Depot has they have B2C, so business to consumers, but they also have B2B. They have business clients also. Okay, you might have to haul loads in early mornings. You might have to do holiday deliveries, and you might have to actually deliver to remote and rural areas, or we call the last mile. So you have to really specialize. You got to ask yourself what really works for you. Are you comfortable being OTR all the time, being on the road all the time? Are you comfortable doing out-of-state deliveries? Are you comfortable working on weekends? Or do you care about going every night at home and just seeing your kids before they go to bed and making love to your wife or husband? What do you care about? So those are things, it's up to you to find the right sort of balance between, the right work-life balance so that you make the right decision. And because once they hire you, you are on the roll. They will be rating you every single day. I told you that. They will be actually ranking you. And Home Depot is very competitive. You're not the only one. And so this is important. So you have to actually... you have to finalize your geography and the load types. When we talk about geography, the thing is that for Home Depot, they have something called shipping zones. Okay, shipping zones, like, for example, zone 1 could be 50 mile radius. Zone 2 will be 51 to 150 mile radius. Zone 3 will be 151 to 300 mile radius. Zone 4, 301 to 600 mile radius, and so on and so forth. So be very clear about what kind of geography you want to cover. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I was just talking to you about how to deliver for Home Depot and earn good cash in the first year. We're speaking about at least $145,925. Okay. Know what a Home Depot delivery center is. Know what delivery jobs are available at Home Depot. Make sure you have the right vehicle. Make your business legit. Contact a Home Depot leader. Pass the background check. Finalize your geography and load types. Thank you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.